tried to get in a hold of her, and she's not returned the call, so.
I could have called her, like she's
She
one of
returned
her.
mine.
Yeah.
So,
You wanna ask her to come to the next one, then? You're still in town.
Again, why does she need to come to another one? We know exactly what they want to do. They've done this before at the community center.
She just wants to do it again.
Yeah.
That's fine.
well, I'm one of those that don't think this should be coming to council in the first place. We have managers to run it, and they should be making that decision, but,
I do want to address, I'm not sure if.
I mean, having a yard
or
sale, why are they
not,
coming to us?
because it's not on the agenda, but it's on some documentation. Why does the event center not have internet?
It
For
does
10
have
days.
internet.
So how do we
It
know
was
that this
down.
man didn't call or text or, you know, or it's in the email?
It was, well, then it
Just
was down
saying.
for the
Well,
other customers.
that's not what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying, that's her words, not.
Right.
So, can I make
So,
a,
do we want to
Can we make-
deliberate this
Y'all don't have
and
a
make
problem
a
with
motion?
me
Make a motion.
authorizing it?
Make a
well, Mayor,
Well,
I make a motion.
We don't know?
I would say that we let Marvin handle this. Let him have the power, which I think he already had,
Okay.
to find out the details and make a decision. Is everybody good with that?
Yep.
Great.
Correct me if I'm wrong, did he not already have the power to do that?
I would have to verify that.
As a city manager, I believe he does.
Yeah.
I would rather him make the decision than the Shirley's, but
Yeah, I
it's
understand.
Yeah,
second level.
I agree.
Okay.
Long time ago, the council used to do by resolution outside events. Now the city secretary can do them. So technically, we could do it, but because it's an outside involvement, and we handled this for that lady who wanted to rent down there on the front.
Yeah.
Well,
But
yeah, I
are
mean,
they-
part of my
They'll
point,
tell me
especially if
that's
it's a
all right,
repeat
that's all
event
right.
that's already been approved and nothing's really changing, that's.
No.
But are they going to be paying to use the facility?
No, they don't pay.
Nah, I don't know the answer to that.
I think they pay
To
To
more.
me, this
find it
is
out.
one of those
It's a
goodwill
fundraiser,
items,
too.
if y'all want to partner with the district, because this is the senior parents trying to start
Well, that's why
fundraisers
I'm
for next year.
bringing it up, because if
I don't think
we're
so.
giving him,
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Well, I wouldn't say that because it.
It is the senior parents.
Okay.
24.
Yeah.
Because she called me about the band booster, so excuse me.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
She dabbles in everything.
That's a different organization.
Yeah, I see it here.
Is it just the outside?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Marvin,
Okay.
handle it, however you think best. Number 13 is consider approval of interlocal funding agreement with Tarrant County under the 2021 transportation bond for street improvements on Barber Road from Roberts Cutoff Road east to Churchill Road.
Yeah, we're wanting to
I don't
get
think we
the
should.
street program back going.
It's a good area of town to do some street work.
Barber Road is next on that, well, really Longwood's
Isn't it?
next, but
I
Barber
think
Road
Barber
is
was one of the best roads
after
before
that,
they
we wanna move
really
forward
did
with
all
it.
So I can repeat that. We want to move forward with it?
We wanna move forward with it, so the first start is to get the funding agreement with Tarrant County, and they passed this in Commissioner's Court on the 6th, so we're doing our part. The only thing is I've got to get the construction, ILA done. I can bring that back to y'all, for the next meeting, but we've got to have funding to start it, so.
So what are you asking for? Is this just information?
Approve this interlocal agreement for the funding.
So
Okay,
moved.
so we're looking for a motion and an action.
Mr. Councilman Holland moves
So moved.
to approve.
We have a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
So seconded.
Consider approve to extend the substandard building order on the property at 4844 Hartford that was previously extended 60 days on March 14th, 2023 to May 13th, 2023. Is that Steve?
Be here.
Oh,
Oh,
come
yeah.
up, sir.
My name's Arlen Purvis. I'm the property at 4844 Hartford.
Okay.
I was in a couple of months ago. I'm on my third contractor now, and the first two didn't work. And if I had been using the contractor that I'm using now, this would not be an issue. So far, I've spent between $20,000 and $25,000 so far to get this thing repaired, of which 1,000 was on dumpsters, by the way, just since garbage is since that was a subject a while ago. But progress is being made. I've talked to my contractor this evening. He said he thought it could be finished by the middle of July. And then he started waffling. What I'm requesting would be 6 more weeks and that should be enough to get the property finished, get the work finished.
Steve, what's your input on this?
So my input is we need to call for inspection. You can't just call Friday and leave a voicemail on my phone over there and say, hey, I got a wreck, not gonna be able to work this week, because this work is not being done. The windows are still boarded up. The only things that we've done is the electrical and the concrete driveway. That's the only thing that's been inspected.
So what all has been done on the inside?
All the sheetrock has been torn out. The sheetrock had to be torn out in order for the insulation of the walls. So the walls are, he told me they're 90%. The sheetrock is back up 90%.
Okay, we do an insulation inspection,
Okay.
and you was told that.
I was told by Marvin last week that the only thing I needed to have an inspection for was something that was structural. And
Okay, how do we know what the R value is of the insulation if we don't see it?
I can provide you with
How do we know it's that address?
Wow.
you can come look. I mean,
Well, you gotta call us out there.
okay.
So, you know what, this raises a question for me. In your defense, is there a list of things that he has to get inspected, provided
Yes.
for him? Okay.
Yes. And when you get
Who's
permits,
giving
they
it?
tell you, you gotta be at all inspections.
He's giving a punch list of what
Okay.
needs to be fixed.
This was the original building permit. And when I look at this list of things that I need to have done, the only things that required a permit, mechanical permit required, electrical standards, electrical permit master electrician required, which I thought the inspection was there. And let me look for...
So is there, while you're looking at that, has there been any inspections?
We've inspected the electrical, we've inspected the driveway. Those are the 2 inspections. He still has to put windows in, he still has to...
So when you inspected the electrical, was all the sheetrock and everything torn out at that point?
No.
No.
Okay.
So when he's going in there repairing stuff, we don't know what he's
Mr.,
repairing.
is it Purvis?
Purpose.
Purvis.
Mhm.
When was the last time you worked on your house?
I personally, I'm not doing the work, I'm having it done.
When was the last time
This
anybody worked
weekend.
on? This weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
This last weekend?
Say again?
This last weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
So one thing that strikes me, I don't know what, there seems to be some bad blood.
No, there's not.
Well, just the way you're speaking to
Yeah,
him, it
you're-
seems that way.
My whole thing is I've had several conversations with him telling him he needs to contact me every week.
And
We need to do an update every week.
Okay.
And that was part of the council order.
Okay, Steve, hold on a minute. You just said something earlier about don't call me and
No,
leave a message
he's
at,
leaving a message over there on...
over there where?
In the office. I'm not in the office.
But he
But
called
does
me.
he have your cell phone?
What number is on that paperwork,
No,
sir?
even when he's working across the street here and he sees me, he avoids me.
Oh. Okay, let's just go back to where we were. So,
You're saying within 6 weeks, the work will be finished?
that's what I'm hoping. I mean,
Okay.
the
But now you're
contractors are the ones that are
also,
dealing with
yeah, I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
but now you also understand that, that there are inspections that need to be occurring along the way? So,
Sounds to me like y'all need to have an inspection